Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Wherever you are on this wonderful planet of ours, I wish you a blessed, peace, wonderful day. I'm back again talking about one of the greatest. I don't know if it's the best since the release of Linux. I gotta say, Linux is one of the greatest open source projects ever. The Linux operating system. After that, in my humble opinion, I think I think Blender, I think third or fourth place underneath the Linux operating system, open source operating system. I think Blender is one of the greatest pieces of software that is one of the flagships, hallmark for the open source community. Today, I'm not going to go over how to make something with Blender. I'm not going to go over its fancy modeling features, sculpting, and everything. I'm just in awe. I just want to praise Blender 2.8 for its groundbreaking features. Now, compared to many Blenders, I think I'm still like a new Blender user. I came on board with Blender 2.76. Like you are, for experiment with 2.80, I love it. I discovered today one of the most groundbreaking features of Blenders, 2.80. If you've been using Blender, whether for decades or recently, you always needed a mouse. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it two more times for the slow learners out there. I'm an educator. And I have every student is not an A student. Some students A level, B level, C level, and if they don't care, they're the D and F level. But all students have different learning speeds and modalities. So I'm gonna say it for the slow learners. Blender 2.80 does not need a mouse. Wow, that's incredible. Every other version of Blender, you needed a mouse. I'm going to show you. Blender 2.80 does not need a mouse anymore. I was working on it today on my laptop in my car, which doesn't have a mouse. Here's my proof right here. And this is going to be a quick discussion. Right here in the upper right hand corner, you see these, where my mouse is pointing at, and then now that's highlighted, these so-called visual demonstration of the Blender axis. If I click on the Z axis, I'm actually moving my picture on the Z axis. I don't need a mouse. If I click on the X axis, I'm moving it on the X axis and I'm rotating. I should have colored my picture. I should have colored Harold the Cube to give a better demonstration of no need for the mouse. I click on the green circle, the Y axis. I'm rotating on Y. I don't need no mouse anymore, ladies and gentlemen. And here's the thing that got me today that I recently learned. If I click on those letter representations for the axis, X, Y, or Z, it puts me in those different orthographic modes. Let me click on the Z. Zap! Look at this. I'm in top orthographic mode. I don't need the keypad. I don't need to hit any keys. I'm gonna click on the X. What? Look at that. I'm in right orthographic mode. Lastly, I'm gonna click on Y. I'm in front orthographic mode. Then I learned today, if you click on it again, I'm in the back orthographic mode. I'm going to go to Z. Then it puts you in the perspective mode too. Perspective, it'll put you in the perspective or orthographic mode. Now I'm new to this, so I'm just hitting it, but I really care about, most of us, we care about the orthographic mode. You click it 2 times, it rotates between the different modes. And then if I'm gonna click on X 2 times. Once I click on the X, I'm in right orthographic mode. See, this is amazing. I can click on it up. If I just click on one letter, it's rotating the orthographic mode. I don't even need to click on these different letters up here. I don't need to click on X, Y, Z. I just can keep my mouse on one letter and it rotates the different modes. I click on the X, I'm in right orthographic mode. I click it again, I'm in front orthographic mode. One more time, I'm in left orthographic mode. Now I'm on back orthographic, right orthographic. So you see, the day for us needing a mouse is gone. I'm going to say it again. The day that we needed the mouse, as you can see, is over. It's gone. It no longer exists. For the most part. No mouse is needed. Now, like I discovered this today, so like you all, I'm going to have to experiment some more. I'm going to have to keep experimenting with this. But, I click on that hand. But you know Blender 2.80 is just in beta mode. So, but as time goes on, it would be perfect. But at least for now, it seems like our dependency for a mouse no longer exists. See, now I'm back into that what? The 3D mode. I click right in the center and it threw me back into 3D mode. It's going to take us hardcore established Blender users some time to depend on Blender without hitting a lot of keys. I discovered that today too. I know a lot of shortcut keys, but for the entirely new Blender user, they probably won't have to master all them little G key, S key, Shift S, Control L, Control P. Shit, you get my point. Blender now is not heavily dependent on those shift keys, or those hotkeys that turn people off. When Blender has its official version 2.80, the new people who discover it, they will love it. Now, I know the only knock about Blender, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, since it's open source, there is no official company behind it. For instance, when Windows 10 came out, as soon as Windows 10 came out, I'm sure Microsoft had classes on it to show business how to use Windows 10. When Maya had its new version of 3D software out, I'm sure colleges, universities, companies, Maya went out and taught different companies how to use their product. That's the only knock against open source. For the most part, there may be private companies going on teaching you, but there's no massive company push to say, let's go out there and educate people. We on our own, like I was, discovering that I don't need the mouse anymore. Now, since I've been around for 2.76, I love the mouse, but you don't need it. So tell me what you all think about Blender 2.80 beta and the official 2.80 release that will be coming out sometime in 2019. It is not mouse dependent anymore. No more. You can use it on any laptop. So we don't gotta have to go running to Staples or the computer store to find a trackball mouse like I have. Like I said, I still love the mouse. I'm still dependent on it, but we don't need it anymore. So tell me what y'all think, Blender Nation, Blender family. How do you feel about Blender 2.80 and it's no longer being dependent on handicap by the mouse? Leave your comments below. If you like my discussion, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Keep studying Blender. Keep practicing. And keep on, like me, keep on learning about Blender 280, because now since I've been using 280, it's sort of hard for me to go back to 2.79. I only go back to 2.79 if I want to make games for the game engine. That's all I go back to Blender for 2.79 and Prior Edition for that game engine. And I may want to use sometimes a Blender internal engine. So those are my two reasons. Game engine and the internal engine. Thank you all. Give me a good comment if you wish. And if you like the content of my discussion about the appreciation for Blender 2.80, please give me a thumbs up. Alright, thank you. Have a wonderful, blessed, peaceful day.